Cathouse from Chelsea Grin before the show in Cathouse tonight. So how are you feeling about tonight's show?
I'm excited. The tour, we've been on this tour for about a week now, and all the shows building up to it have been great, so I'm hoping tonight is great as well.
So for anyone who hasn't seen you guys before, what can they expect from a Chelsea Grin show?
We like playing a really high intensity show, so we're pretty in your face. It's all ridiculously heavy music too, so yeah.
This year you released the deluxe edition of your album Self-Inflicted. So what triggered the sort of thought of releasing a deluxe version, and what's the reaction been like from fans and stuff?
We kind of always talked about doing something like that, just to kind of, refresh, keep everything fresh and new. And we have those two songs that were released already recorded when we did the whole album, but yeah, we wanted to kind of just like I said, I guess just keep fresh is the best way to say it.
I mean, it's a massive leap for you guys because obviously you come from all the way across America.
Yeah.
So is there a big difference between crowds at American shows and crowds at, like, say, British shows?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It seems like American crowds are kind of a little more psycho, but in a good way. You know what I mean? Here, the fans that we have out here are still great, but I feel like they more so like to drink a beer and enjoy the set rather than going crazy up in the front row.
So in terms of, like, all these different shows that you've played, and obviously you've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, has there been any show in particular, whether it's good or bad, that's kind of blown you away or surprised you or taken you aback a wee little bit?
Just a pleasure being able to play in other different countries in general. It's been like, it's I started this band in high school, and obviously it's been a dream of mine to be able to do this, so I feel like just having our music get out there and for us to be able to do this is pretty crazy to me. So,
is there anywhere in particular that you've not played yet, or any sort of shows or festivals you've not played that yet that you would like to play in the future?
I'm a big Deftones fan, and a lot of the guys feel the same way about it. It'd be cool to play with them one day, or even we got to play with Slipknot during a couple of European festivals like a couple of years ago, and that was mind-blowing. So it'd be cool to be able to do that with Deftones as well.
I mean, you mentioned there about sort of keeping things sort of refreshed and up to date. Now, you guys have some pretty sort of heavy lyrics in your songs. In terms of your writing process, do you usually start with lyrics and then sort of add a song to it, or does sometimes just the song come first and then you think about lyrics after?
I used to pre-write all my lyrics before I put it to a song, but nowadays I've found it to be a lot easier and just like a lot more I guess, I don't know. So basically what I'm trying to say is, like, I hear a song first, and whatever kind of mood that song puts me in is kind of where my writing goes, you know what I mean? So I'll usually even just write a bunch of words that I won't use to just get the pattern down. So it'll be like a lot of like shit, fuck, dick, stuff like that, and then finally I'll put the actual words to it.
So usually,
sorry, I don't know if I'm not supposed to swear or not.
You're okay. You're totally
okay.
fine. So usually when we do interviews, we don't want to keep things too somber and too kind of boring. So what we want to do is just ask you sort of a few funner questions.
Cool.
So the first one is, what is the weirdest experience you've had being in the band, like with a fan or being in hotel rooms and things like that?
We did a tour in South America a few years back, and the fans out there don't really get a lot of American bands that come through too often. So when you do come through, they literally act like as if you're Justin Bieber. I remember I walked to a gas station. I kind of snuck out the back door of the venue, and a couple people saw me, and all of a sudden it was like a stampede of kids like running over. It was like a zombie apocalypse. So that was pretty intense. I had to be like helped out of it because they swarmed me, and I literally couldn't move. They're like grabbing me and stuff, and someone made off with my gauges, and yeah, it was flattering, but at the same time I was like, damn, like kids were like scratching me too. It's like, you don't have to hurt me,
Okay, so if you could have written any song in the world by any band, any artist, what would it have been?
Oh, geez, I don't know. That's a hard one. I feel the song "My Plague" by Slipknot is definitely one of my favorite songs of all time. So that'd be cool to I've always wanted to cover that song, but we've never gotten around to it. But that'd be pretty fun.
And this is when we kind of ask most bands and things like that, if you could have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Definitely flying, because it'd be badass. Just kind of go wherever you want, you know what I mean?
See, I always think flying's a good one because it's just got like endless possibilities.
Yeah, right. You can do. There's so much you could do. There's so much room for activities. Yeah.
And finally, for yourself today, before we let you go and play an amazing show, what I'm sure will be.
Hopefully.
For you guys, what has the future got on hold for for 2017?
I mean, this year we're gonna do. Obviously we're supporting our album Self-Inflicted, and we plan on staying very busy. Right after this tour, we go to the States, and we have a headliner pretty much right after. We get like a little bit of downtime, and we're gonna try to write another record in the fall as well. So
This sounds very exciting. Well, I wish you all the luck for the show tonight.
Thank you.
And I'm very looking forward to it.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.